Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq hollering at you one more again. All right. Hey, everybody, thank you. Checking me out again. I love you all. True indeed, you have helped us to continue to build what? The worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Thank you all. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and let's continue to build this movement and spread this beautiful message. All right. Important video. I'm gonna try to keep it as concise as I'm able, right? Hardest thing about moving forward now, right? Okay, so on this planet we have truly become creatures of habit and have existed in a paradigm in which we've become very rooted in the familiar and very afraid of the unfamiliar or the unknown, right? And because of that, our ego kicks in majorly, right? Remember, folks, that ego is more so about control, right? Wanting to control every aspect of your existence, right? When I talked in previous videos about how it's best just to go with the flow because the flow is in your favor, but that's another video. But yeah, ego always wants to maintain control, right? And this is the way of it in linear systems. But we're moving out of that now. The difficulty with us being creatures of habit and afraid of the unknown and wanting to control everything in every aspect, or even having sometimes when let me misstate that, or let me restate that. Sometimes it's not always that we want to control. Sometimes we want to be controlled. And when we're speaking about the masses and the way that we have behaved over certainly recent centuries, right? But really, if you look far enough back, millennia, there has been that follower mentality, which is in essence is a way of being controlled, right? And we have become, had become in the old energy, the old paradigm, creatures that rely on those linear systems for control, right? We felt that we need that support. But now in this new energy, in the new paradigm, we find ourselves actually embracing our sovereignty and realizing we're actually manifesting our existence. And rather than sit back and let it be predominantly dictated by our subconscious, we're now going to start to be much more active and consciously manifesting our existence, our reality, right? But again, there's an issue that we take into that quite often. And that is that fear of the unknown, because we feel like we don't have control, right? We feel like we don't have any control. And we also, in the unknown, don't feel that those control systems, those linear systems that have served as controls for us and have given us what we have felt provide security in the form of support. Without those systems in place, because if it's something, if you're going into the unknown, you don't know that those systems are in place. So we have had tendency to fear that. And this gives us a tendency to live in the past. Believe it or not, folks, we are constantly thinking about analyzing and dwelling, quite frankly, in the past. And that won't work in the new energy, because you are now responsible for writing a new forward. Folks who are looking for things to go back to normal have to realize we are now creating our new normal. Don't look for someone to create it for you. You will likely not get what you're looking for. You may have a reality created for you, but it will likely not be the reality that you would have wanted. In this energy, you must take the ownership of sovereignty and manifesting your own reality. And to many of us, that's scary. I understand that. That there's a great responsibility that comes with that, right? And that is why the spiritual maturation process is so important. You have to mature to a certain point in order to be able to accept that responsibility, to no longer need to lean on those linear systems as a crutch, right? To no longer need someone else to control your life and lean on that as a crutch. Instead, in sovereignty, you manifest and accept responsibility for manifesting your existence, your reality moving forward. And again, that calls for us to have to let go of the past. A lot of people say, no, we need the past to figure out where we're going forward. The past will never tell you where you're going forward. The past will only tell you what has already happened. And if you use it as a guide to go forward, literally at least, right, then you are doomed to repeat the past. It's only logical. Instead, you can use it as a guide of sorts, right? In that there are lessons to be gleaned and learned from the past that aid in your spiritual maturity, that will aid you immensely once you claim your sovereignty and manifest your reality moving forward. So to be clear, yes, great wisdom can be had from understanding and learning from the past, or what we even perceive as the past, right? But experiences, the collage of experiences, certainly there is much to be gained there. But this is the part that we get hung up on. Don't live in the past to get those experiences, the benefit of those experiences. You don't have to live in the past. You just get the wisdom of the past. Meaning you absorb, retain, apply, and benefit from the lessons learned from the experiences of what we deem to be the past. But you do not have to live in the past vis-a-vis the emotions, the stresses and strains, and all of the baggage that comes along with living in the past. Don't live in the past. Manifest your future by using the lessons you gained from the experiences of what we deem to be past as an aid in increasing your spiritual maturity, which will ultimately benefit you immensely as you manifest moving forward. Huh? So yes, folks, again, use the wisdom of the experiences, right? The lessons learned from the experiences. Use that. It's vital. But don't live in the past. Let the experiences themselves go. Let the emotions stresses, the strains. Here's a big one. The grudges, the revenge. You've got to let all that go. You've got to let the hurt, the victimology, feeling like you were a victim of something that happened to you, and maybe you were at that time, but that time is gone. There's a lesson there. Take the lesson, run with it, and leave the baggage behind. You don't need it anymore. All you need is the wisdom from that experience, from all of those experiences. You don't need the baggage of living in the past anymore. This is a new day. This is a new energy. This is the energy of change, of moving forward in sovereignty. Let's do that. Worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq. I'm out.